one that's been lost for more than 10 million years. This satellite image reveals a huge area of flat ice. Flat because it's floating on top of an enormous lake. It's called Lake Vostok. It lies beneath nearly 2 miles of ice. The lake has been isolated from the rest of the planet for millions of years. It may even be home to forms of life we've never seen. And thanks to radar, now for the first time, it's possible to see the complete landscape that lies buried beneath Antarctica's ice. It's a strange and unfamiliar world of islands and mountains that's never been seen by humans. We may take it for granted that snow and ice are very much part of our world, and that glaciers and ice sheets seem to be a permanent feature of the landscape. But in fact, nothing could be further from the truth.
As far as Earth is concerned, ice is pretty unusual. For most of our planet's long history, about 90% of it has been virtually no ice at all. Even the dinosaurs that hung around for 200 million years never saw anything like this.
Our current era is actually an unusual time in Earth's history. It's called an Ice Age, an era when ice sheets cover large areas of the planet. It began around 3 million years ago, when the continents of North and South America collided. The result? A warm ocean current that flowed around the equator was cut off. So now the warm water travelled north. Today we know this current as the Gulf Stream. Strange as it may appear, it seems this warm current is what tipped the planet into an ice age. Its warm waters brought more moisture to the cold northern regions of the planet. So more snow fell, and ice began to build up. Slowly the northern hemisphere iced over, triggering a global cooling. In the last million years, the ice has advanced and retreated 10 times in a cycle, aided by small changes in the Earth's orbit. Although a few million years is just the blink of an eye in the planet's life, this recent ice age has had an extraordinary influence on our world and on us. It changed the climate across the planet. In doing so, it helped drive human evolution. Most obviously, it physically carved much of the world we know today. Yosemite National Park in California shows just how powerful ice is at shaping the landscape on a gigantic scale. Rising up from the valley floor is an icon of nature and a climber's mecca, El Capitan. For Leo Houlding, an extreme climber, nothing quite matches this. And it's the ice that has made El Cap into perhaps the greatest challenge in rock climbing.
We call El Cap the Big Daddy. This is 1,000 meters high, and it's damn near vertical the whole way. Your initial reaction is terror. The scale of it is really intimidating, even to extremely experienced climbers. There's basically no easy way up it. It's the hardest cliff to climb in the world.
The rock face is almost vertical. The ice took a mountain of granite and over tens of thousands of years sliced one side of it away, which is why this cliff is so steep.
I've been climbing for the last few hundred feet. Oh. Crack's about to run out. When the cracks run out, you get into these blank faces that are almost impossible to climb. In fact, you can see it's so smooth, the rock. You hold on to virtually nothing.
The glacier moved across the granite, grinding it with the force of hundreds of pounds on every square inch. It buffed the rock to a high polish.
Whoa, I'm slipping. Right at the limit of friction. Oh, it's just so smooth and slippery. Oh. You have to keep your weight close into the wall.
Bad weather's closing in. Even a little rain on such smooth rock is potentially lethal.
It's getting really wet, and this glassy rock is just turning into an ice rink. In fact, I might fall off here. Oh my God. There's quite a good chance I'm gonna fall off.
It would be reckless to continue climbing. Leo must find one of the few refuges El Cap has to offer.
Even when it's raining, it's just such an awesome sensation to be up here. Okay, Dean. I'm safe. Brilliant, what an awesome climb. Magical place. It's like Mother Nature created this place for rock climbers.
Some climbers prepare to spend the night on El Capitan, hoping to climb the next day. It's easy to imagine that the Ice Age shaped only remote mountain ranges, but it also left a legacy that has affected millions of people. Take, for example, Manhattan. When you look at it from a distance, it's actually got a very distinctive profile. There are two clusters of skyscrapers with much lower buildings in the middle. This is a direct result of the Ice Age. "20,000 years ago, this part of America was at the edge of a vast ice sheet. It covered much of the northern hemisphere. In some places, the ice would have towered over any modern skyscraper. When it retreated, just as in Yosemite, the ice left behind these boulders and rock smoothed and polished by ice. The ice exposed a hard bedrock called schist.